Now, away from that, the country director of Actionaid Ghana, John Nkaw, is advocating for a deeper involvement of the youth in climate change discussions. Speaking at the secondary school debate on youth leadership in climate change education in Sunyani, Mr. Nkaw said such a move would well position the youth to speak up against policies and activities that impact the environment, such as the galamsey menace. Precious Semevo has more.
The youth will live with the consequences of environmental destruction and the impact of climate change. However, they are less involved in discussions about creating a safer environment. As part of the Global Week of Climate Action, Actionaid in partnership with the University of Energy and Natural Resources, UNE, held an inter-school debate in Sunyani on youth leadership in climate change education. Dr. Yabuachiajiman, the head of the Center for Climate Change and Gender Studies at UNE, said they recognize the youth's abilities in safeguarding the environment.
When you talk about climate change discourse, most of the times the youth do not have a space within that. So this is just one of the strategies to showcase the youth's ability to be part of the discourse and the discussion. And I think the focus on the youth is because the implication on them is monstrous.
Odumasiman Secondary School and St. James Seminary and SHS debated for and against the topic, prioritizing youth leadership in climate change education, the key to climate resilience, respectively.
We think the youth should also be empowered and also trained, although others will argue that the youth are inexperienced. But when the youth are given leadership roles, they take responsibilities and ownership and act on their own with more energy.
It is not just about the youth being the ones that are supposed to be put in charge, but it is supposed to be a collective effort. Most importantly with the old, because most of the times the old people are the ones with expertise and experience.
Country Director of Actionaid Ghana, John Nkaw, said the youth can only support climate change actions if their abilities are enhanced, hence the need to involve them in the discussions.
Engaging the youth a lot more, working with like-minded civil society organizations and state actors will promote not only climate awareness, but it will promote youth actions geared towards afforestation, speaking up against hazardous actions such as galamsey that is affecting Ghana, and mobilizing the youth as a strong force to engage in public policy and engage their parliamentarians to ensure that policies are well defined to help in addressing the rising climate crisis that Ghana and for that matter many countries are involved in.
Odumasiman Secondary School was adjudged the winner. Precious Semevo, Joy News, Sunyani.
Still in education.